Now that we've created our test, we can start adding questions to our test in our course. So just click on Add Question, True, False, pretty self-explanatory. You type in what the true, false statement is. This or the sky is blue, for example. Whether that's true or false. You can alter this text, so you can change it to just T. You can, or TF, or whatever you want, whatever the correct answer is there, then you select that. For some reason, the default setting for points grading in Schoology is 10 points. You may want to change that to 1, maybe 3, whatever. It's up to you. But I think it would be better if it were just one question was or 1 point was the default. But that's just me. But then click on Create Question, and you have your question done there. You can add a multiple choice question. Whatever that. I have the option to italicize or do what you need to do to the question. One more. Alright, so you have a number of, you put all your options in there. You can add blanks if you want. So you have an extra blank, you can add another author there or another choice. But one thing you should know is you cannot create the question with a blank there, so it'll ask you to remove the blanks if you try to submit the question. Select the correct answer. You have some options down here to randomize the choices on the test. I usually select that, so it mixes it all up, and it might even, it's different for each student. You can allow partial credit, and it can be a timed question, so you might give them 2 minutes to, or allow them 2 minutes to complete the question, whatever you want. Again, grading total is 1 point or 10 points, so default. You change it to 1 or whatever you want. All right, so that's multiple choice. Ordering, pretty simple as well. Tell them what you want. Order the following, and you enter what you want them to order, or maybe it's an event, events in a timeline. I'm just going to write A, B, C, and D, just to be simple. You can allow partial credit. There's a little bit more to that. You can read through that as far as if they get the first one wrong, but then the last, there are a couple others that are correct in this sequence. You can allow partial credit. You can time it as well, change the grade point total to 1 or 4 or 5. For ordering, I probably would go with how many you have in order there, and then allow partial credit. Maybe it's up to you. Create question. The next one, a short answer essay. So you actually get down here. You have the option. It kind of determines how much space they get to write their answer. So if it's short answer, click on that essay there. You can set a character limit, how many letters. You can allow rich text answer, so they can use some of those options there. They can you can allow video or audio answers. Time question again. You have a lot of options as far as the essay question is concerned. So you type your essay question here. Alright, and then create question. You can also assign your learning targets there too if you need to. Okay, I didn't set the time limit, so I'm just going to get rid of that. Create question. It usually tells you what you do wrong, and you can go back and fix it before you move on. Fill in the blank. Now this one's a little interesting because this one expects you to put all the fill in the blank questions here. So if you have 10 sentences where they're going to need to fill in the blank, ran up the hill, I don't know. Okay, so maybe that's some question. So you insert a blank. And it automatically allows you, so you go down here and you add your answer. So blank one, you know, whatever, the dog, the cat. Okay. Now this one, see, I've capitalized cat but not dog. You know, is this going to be case sensitive? So that means if they answer, they fill in the blank with a capital C, or they don't, they'll get it wrong. So, you know, a lot of times, you know, you don't need to do that unless that's something that's part of the actual test or quiz question. You can allow, now I would here allow partial credit, because if you don't do this, if they get this one wrong and this one right, it will count the whole thing wrong. So you don't, you know, you probably do want to set it up so where, you know, if you have 10 sentences there, 10 fill in the blank, you may want to make it 10 points or 20 points, 2 points apiece, whatever. I'm going to go 1 point apiece. So if they get this one right, they'll get the point. If they get this one wrong, they won't get a point. So they'll get 1 out of 2 here. Again, you can align your learning event, you know, and all the other kinds of, or you can give them word bank too, and you can add filler words. So now it'll give them dog and cat, and you might put fish in there just to throw them off, or you know, you don't have to put filler words in and give them a word bank or anything like that. You can give them a word bank without filler words. Create the question. All right, so that's fill in the blank, matching. Instructions go here. Type your question and answer. So you know, maybe simile. All right, and you can continue to do, maybe this is a literary term thing. You know, you give your instructions up here. You can remove. You need to remove the blanks again. You can add filler words. So you can add, and you can add a number of filler words. You can allow partial credit here. You don't actually, with matching, I would suggest you do that as well. Same type of thing's going to happen where this will be 1 point. This will be 1 point. So we'll make it out of 2. And so if they get one of those wrong, it's not going to count all of them wrong. It's just going to count that one. So you have to pay attention to how many matching questions you make here. All right, and create question. And that should be it for the options that we have. Okay, you can, once we'll go over creating question banks, you can take questions from question banks. You can import tests or quizzes from other programs if you have some other test generator. Okay, and that should be it.